The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hello and welcome to Open 2.0. I'm your host, Jennifer Gomez. Art creates a world for us to express and empower our creative side. One young artist is doing just this. Please welcome to the show, Shannon Walsh.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, what inspired you to create art?
A couple years ago, I was in my basement just looking around for stuffed animal, probably, and I saw a bunch of my mom's old artwork, and I had no idea that she could paint, and I had a watercolor set from a Christmas a long time ago. And I was like, oh, might as well take it out, try it, and I had all the supplies, so I wung it, and it actually came out really good. It was just something that I stuck with and something that I really enjoy and I just go to just relax or calm down, or when I just want to be away from people, just sit down and do it and clear my head.
Oh, so is art something you would do as a career?
Yeah, I'm actually going to school and I'm looking into doing art therapy, and basically I'd be helping people, but also I wouldn't be doing the artwork. I'd be like analyzing the artwork and seeing like, okay, I see this person is, for example, like the stereotype blue means sad, but some people just like the color blue and choose to paint in that. And I just sit there and analyze like, okay, what are they thinking, and just sit there and talk to them. And then some people, they can't speak, so you just analyze the art and then they go to another person. So I'd be majoring in psychology and minoring in art. So I want to get into the art world. It's just hard to without knowing someone to do it.
So I see you draw here animals. You really enjoys animals.
I do love animals.
So what inspired you to create this?
I've always loved birds, and birds of paradise are my favorite flowers, so I was like, okay, why not do something I love, animals and my favorite flower. So I just Googled birds, and I was like, okay, these two birds are really pretty. And I drew them out, I painted them, I was like, oh my god, I can actually do this. And that was my first painting, it was like in 2012. And I just stuck with it. It was Christmas time and all my family's over and I didn't want to deal with them, so I had an excuse and I painted.
Well, it's really nice. I
Thank
see
you.
you enjoy art. So this one you have a giraffe and an elephant.
Yeah. That one I actually did in one day. My friend Sam, she does a bunch of like booking shows, like usually music, but she did this one art show. And she's like, it's a bunch of animals-inspired things, and it's for PETA, and it was a fundraiser. So I was like, okay, I'll do a giraffe and an elephant, because elephants are going to go extinct soon. So I was like, hey, why not? I'll add an elephant in there, and it came out good, and it was, yeah, I did it for the art show.
Oh. So I saw in one of your drawings that you wrote about music, so I see you like music too.
I love music. Music is honestly my life. I play 4 different instruments, and I've been in band since, well, I didn't start band until 9th grade, but ever since then I kept on playing. And I always go to concerts. I'm going to concerts like every weekend. It's a bad habit. A lot of money.
So you express yourself using art and music, right?
Yep. That's like my number one thing, like that has the most meaning to me, and it always will. I grew up as like a music kid. My dad was always bringing me to concerts. My first concert was when I was 3 years old to go see Journey. So,
is it always hard to like get the paint and get like the materials to do what you love?
Not really, because I usually get them for Christmas or my birthday, and with watercolor, I usually get the tubes and they're liquid, so you just squirt out a certain amount, and usually that, like a dime size could last the whole painting, no problem, sometimes two. And my friends, they're like, I never use this, so here you go, and I use that. I have a bunch of stuff at home. I have a computer desk with no computer on it, just art supplies. I have so much.
So was there anyone in your life who told you that art wasn't your thing or like put you down at a certain time?
No one's ever put me down, but not a lot of people have like supported my artwork. It's always just been, okay, I'm not really doing anything. I'm gonna just sit in my room alone and paint, because that's like the only place that I felt like, okay, I can just sit here and be myself and do whatever I want. Like, yeah, people are like, why the hell is your hair a different color? It's like, because I want it to be. Like, that's how I express myself. I'm not going to tell you to stop wearing your Abercrombie and Fitch. That's $50. Like,
yeah. So, how much time do you spend a day or a week painting?
Like, I could sit. It depends on painting how much I get into it. Like, usually I do sessions. Like, okay, I'll do the background, and I'll do the background. I'll draw out the foreground, and then I'll let the background dry, and then do the foreground. And depending how long it takes to dry, I'll do it all in one day or 2 days. Usually when I start painting, I can't stop on it. I'm up till like 3 o'clock in the morning, even though I have school the next day at 7. It's a bad habit.
So I see you also enjoy drawing people. Is that something you always do, or do you draw more animals?
Portraits? I don't know. Portraits is a love-hate thing. When I'm like, oh my god, I want to do this. I want to get my favorite singer to sign this. And then it's blood, sweat, and tears doing it. I'm like, oh my god, this isn't right. I know it's not right. And then so I have to wait for it to dry. I don't have the patience for it to dry. It's fun, but at the same time, it's also torture. Portraits I've been doing, like, in 2nd grade, I got, like, tracing paper, and I was obsessed with the Jonas Brothers. That was a horrible phase. I sit there in the magazines and trace them out and put it against white paper and post them all over my room. And I have, like, Jonas Brothers galore all over my walls.
Is there ever a time where you're not really satisfied with what you draw or paint?
Yes. I'll be done with the painting, and I'm like, okay, I know I can do this, and the other thing, but it comes down to time, because I have a job. I have a job that's full-time and school full-time, and there's always paintings that people want me to do for them. It's like, okay, I need to get going on the next one. I could always go back to this, but I'll post them, and I won't be satisfied with it, but I'll do it anyway, just to keep my art page updated. And everyone's like, oh my god, I love this. I'm like, I see so many things wrong with it. I just want to fix it.
So you mentioned your art page. When did you start that?
I started that this year, actually, around like January at the beginning of the year. I was on Facebook, and I had a band, and my friend Matt made the page for that, but that went south, and I was like, I'm going to just continue with my art. And I made an art page for it and invited all my friends, and this guy, Luke, that's a British singer, he found my page and he shared it with a couple of his friends, so I have a bunch of British people that like my page also. I can say I'm an international artist, I guess.
Okay, so stay tuned, because there's more 2.0 with Shannon Walsh coming up next.
This was me. And Mom and Dad. And my big brother Alex. And Jack. This was the day that I learned that sandals get their name from sand. And that the ocean is bigger than all of us. This was the day we all got to forget that I was sick. This was my wish.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And shelter pets make super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to 2.0. I'm on the set with youth artist Shannon Walsh.
Hi.
Hi. So you talked a moment ago about self-expression. How does art help aid self-expression?
Self-expression, a lot of people think that, okay, I have to be this one stereotype that society thinks that I have to be, but I think people should stray away from that and be whatever they want to be, because a lot of parents, they're like, oh, I'm worried about my kid being bullied, but it's like, if they're happy with who they are, they shouldn't care what other people think, and too many people care what other people think, and it's not fair and it's not right. People are unhappy because of society's image, and it's like you should be able to do what you want, like the music that you want, do whatever you want, and still be happy with who you are. Like, there's jobs that don't hire people because, oh, they have gauges, they have a half-inch hole in their ear. Yeah, but you could get plugs that cover those and they look like regular earrings, only because they went to the interview like that. It's not hard to say, okay, you can't have those, just put plugs in. That's all you have to say. You don't have to be like, oh, you're not getting this job. People need the money, and it's not fair that because what you like, you can't get your job.
So has there ever been a moment in your life that you felt like depressed and you had art to help you get through it?
Definitely. Actually, this school year, my friend AJ died in a car accident, and then literally a month later, my friend Kevin died, so, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
So, what's your favorite color? Is there a color that always repeats in your art?
Actually, a lot of green, which I never noticed, and it's actually weird that my hair is green now that I did last night. I never really noticed it, but because I did a lot of animals, grass, so, and that's usually my background, like on the giraffe and the elephant one, all green.
Yeah.
I didn't bring it with me, but I have one of parrots, and my background's green, like a forest. So a lot of green, which I never really realized. Now that you said that, I'm thinking, I don't have a lot of green paint left.
What would you say is your style of art?
That is, I vary a lot. I guess realism and the side of like mythical, like I love Alice in Wonderland, Tim Burton, Edward Scissorhands, all those movies, and I just love them. I love like the whole like splatter effect paint also. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I love color. I love detail. Detail's like a major thing with me. Like if I see one detail off, but nope, can't do it. Have to fix it.
Oh, that's nice. So that's all the time we have for now. Stay tuned for next time for more Open 2.0. Bye. Thank you for being here.
Long before I was in Hollywood, I had a grandmother by the name of Estelle Marie Taylor, positive role models to make sure that I was on the straight path. Big Brothers Big Sisters carefully screens volunteers and places them in long-term mentoring matches with kids who face adversity. With more volunteers, especially men, and more donations, every little who needs a big can have it. Start something. If it's been a while since you've been involved, start something again. Learn more at bigbrothersbigsisters.org.